From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now this time he'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps getting the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
In motion, Hill. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. In motion left goes Boyd. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. In motion, left goes Boyd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now back to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In motion left goes Boyd. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. McPherson's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hey, 22.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stafford. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
All Trey Hendrickson did in his first season in Cincinnati will set the team's new single-season record with 14 sacks. In his last 2 seasons, one in New Orleans, he's become one of the best in the league.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Stafford. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now this time he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw now on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun now on third down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final minute now of the third quarter. This is Swift on the counter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Flushed to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. 15 yards. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Stafford, escaping the pressure right.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.